I'm Christian Siriano, and this is Fashion Files Magazine. Yeah, the spring 2010 collection was inspired by a few different things. It was inspired by the Amalfi coast of southern Italy, and that's kind of the jumping off point, and we were thinking like, what would this woman want to do and want to wear when she's kind of traveling the coast and having this kind of like amazing vacation that's all about like luxury and glamour and feeling kind of fabulous in her own way. So that's kind of jumped into this idea of a print, and the print is a photograph of the coast, but we wanted it to be very ethereal and very light and romantic, but still, you know, sexy and feminine. We really wanted the collection to be everything from great day pieces and dresses to beautiful evening gowns. I think the collection is feminine, ethereal, and romantic. Never been to the Amalfi Coast, and I haven't, and I have friends that have homes there and travel there, and so it was kind of our idea, you know, with me and the other designers in the team, of what the fantasy of what it would be like. Oh my gosh. You know, I have a lot of favorites because I think the print is really vibrant in the collection. I think in that way that it makes it very cheerful and exciting, but different. And I think also the gowns were so fun to do, and I love that really overtly fantasy style. So I think all the gowns are so wonderful and fun. Not always the most wearable, but you know, it's great to have that really high fashion fantasy point of view and see how it trickles down into wearable clothes. So that's kind of probably why it's my favorite. You know, I think the challenge was really to make sure that the price point was really, you know, I don't know, really easy and affordable, but accessible in a way, and not too standoffish. So that was actually probably a more just a business aspect of. I don't think designing is ever a challenge because I think there's so many ideas, and I think every collection you can try and do different things. So in that way, it's always the business part that's the challenge. I mean, for this collection, I think obviously we did a lot of blush tones, which I don't really know if that's really a color, but and I don't think every woman can wear that color. But for me, I think the other colors we were really inspired by were kind of taken from the ocean. Those really beautiful like lapis blues, azure blues, cobalt blues, and all of those colors I think were very on trend for spring. But I also think bright reds and fuchsias, which I actually think will continue into next fall. I actually don't necessarily look at trend books or anything like that when we're picking out colors. We kind of just go for what do we think like our customer would want this season, like what is she missing? And that comes from doing trunk shows and private events and all those type of feedback that you get from your customer. They're like, oh, I really want this in fuchsia this season and maybe next season. You know, you never know. So that's what we look for. Oh gosh, I think I really just want to be known for you know, interesting, creative, new type of shapes and details. I think details are so important, but I don't think I need to be known for that one specific dress because I think every season I'm so inspired by different things. I guess it's just really about those special details that I want to be known for, like that it's interesting enough, but not too interesting. I think, you know, winning Runway was great. What an amazing experience, and it was such a launch pad for me. I think I always say that Project Runway was a burden and a hindrance because it was a great experience, but afterward, you know, 2 years later, you want to not be known just for Project Runway. You want to be known for great collections and all those things, and it's hard to get away from that. But I think for me, I'm doing pretty well at, you know, consistently showing a collection every season, working with customers and trying to build that brand. So I guess in a way it was, you know, it was just right for me. I love Chicago. Actually, one of my favorite cities to come and visit, and I love that. I think it's great that the customer here really embraces fashion in her own way. Obviously, it's very cold, so you can't do as much, I think, risk-taking in dress and style, but I think the customer here is amazing, and I love my Chicago fan as well. I'm Christian Siriano, and this is Fashion Files Magazine.